Hello, friends. Catherine and Erica here. All that glitters. Some of you have some pretty good guesses as to what our new products are going to be. They hit the shop next week on 10/25. So many wonderful things happening in October.
Yes. So everyone has been anxiously awaiting the winter collection, and we are really excited to kick things off with a bangola today, or a bling. We're kicking it off with a bling instead of a bang.
So, welcome. I am Catherine Pooler. This is Erica Post. We are the creative, or part of the creative team here at Catherine Pooler Designs. We work together on all things creative content, our content that we bring to you, our products that we bring to you. And so today is very exciting because we get to bring new product, and we all love that, right? So who's ready to see what it is? I'm so glad you have sound. Look at our friends popping in. Tucson, Arizona. Hello, Tammy. Bonnie, you did not miss it. Sue. Kathy, good morning.
6 minutes to showtime. Well,
Here we are. Yeah, so pop in where you're tuning in from. Guessing metallic ink pads. Catherine is an NC girl. Oh, where'd she go? In South Carolina. Where are you, Catherine?
Texas.
In Texas.
Oklahoma.
There's going to be some arguing over the first order. That's hilarious.
Missouri, Maryland.
Maryland. Someone says bling.
Jersey. Good times.
May or may not open Marion's box right now. New Jersey.
Oh.
I thought, what is that?
Is that Marion's friend that's been traveling with her?
Oh, I see our friend Taylor from Sizzix. So we're happy you're here with us.
Hey, Taylor. So Marion, who is one of our really good friends who works with Wow Embossing, is traveling stateside right now, but she's too far away to see us, which is sad, celebrating her birthday, and she had to send some stuff to her friend who she's going to see before she goes back. So, yes, there are sneaky surprises in there.
It has new collection stuff in there, doesn't
and
it?
There's some for you, too, because we love you.
Dana, hello from Alabama. Diana is in New York, one of my favorite cities. England, Kay, I am ready for an England trip.
How about you to go back to England?
Yeah.
I can take you to England anytime you want to go.
Well, before we do that, let's come on down and see what the new products are. How about that?
Sounds great. Donna said, yes, Marion's friend. Okay. So cute.
So with an olive and on the lake were our newest inks, right?
Yes.
These are the newest ones. So we have been loving on with an olive and on the lake, and we're ready to bring some friends to the party. So let's just take a little look at some cards that Christy Goulet made. So this is a little sneak peek of our new collection.
Yes.
So these products come out next week, October 25th. Some beautiful snowflakes, a beautiful large script, So Grateful. And one more, so we have 3. So the first one was made with our new metallic gold ink.
Yes.
The second one was made with our new metallic silver ink. And the last one, it was made with our new champagne ink. Ta-da! Oh my goodness. So we just wanted to do a very quick run through today to give you a little bit of ins and outs of these pads. But next week on Wednesday, we have a full in-depth video coming. It is going to be part of our YouTube Hop celebrating the new collection and our inks. And it's going to give you a bunch of techniques that you can do with those inks and teach you really all the nitty-gritties.
Yeah. And so we have some sneaky peeks of the collection as well coming up later this week on Friday. But yeah, we just wanted to kind of dive in and just show you a little bit about these metallic pigment inks.
And we also want to know what questions you have. So our inks, these are our classic ink pads. They're going to be the same shape, pad,
and size.
Our classic inks, these are dye inks, they have that spongy foam pad. They release ink really easily. Our new metallics are also on a spongy foam pad, and they release ink easily too, but the ink is very different. So we want to make sure you guys are very educated on what to expect when you get these inks, because they're super different. And let me get some water because I'm getting ink
everywhere
on my table.
So first question is, do these inks have refills, and will there be minis?
There will not be minis, but we do have ink refills. Look at these gorgeous labels. So gold, champagne, silver. We highly, highly recommend purchasing the ink refill when you buy the pad. We almost released these as a set to where you couldn't purchase them individually, but we decided to go ahead and give you that choice. But the ink comes out of the pads really easily. You're going to use it. It is basically a consumable product, and you are going to need the ink refill. Mm-hmm. So definitely highly consider grabbing those at the same time you get yours. So difference between the inks. With an olive, let's ink this. This is our regular dye-based, water-based ink. Dye inks, as you guys probably already know, they will fade over time. That is a feature, and it is a thing with all dye-based inks. These are pigment inks. They are more permanent, and they are a different formulation. So you're going to notice, let's just re-ink this ink pad, and you can see how different the ink is.
It's fun when you re-ink.
Okay, yeah. You ready? So this is my technique. Just squeeze it out.
So again, you kind of want to think about it more like paint
we can see.
In its consistency than the dye-based inks, which is more liquidy, like in its consistency. And so if you think about that, when you use it, you're going to kind of get more of the medium on the surface area of your stamp than you would with a thinner consistency material.
So like Erica said, the pigment ink is very much like a paint. We don't recommend using it as a paint. It doesn't really work that way, but it is very thick, and that is quite different than what we're used to with the dye-based inks, because they are, again, very watery. So I like to take something clean and smooth and just spread that ink out. It cleans up pretty easily with water. And then I had a snowflake. Here it is.
And the foam on these pads, it seems a little bit more porous, and that's probably because, again, you have a thicker medium that has to be introduced to it. So you definitely want to be ginger with the surface so that you don't rip it up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
don't be rough.
Foam and foam, but you can see from the appearance of the top of the pad, this one has a much more smooth texture, and this one has a bumpy kind of porous surface. Then when you're stamping, you're going to take your stamp and you're going to just dab it on your ink pad. This one now is pretty inky, so it was very easy to do. If your pad is not quite as inky, it may be a little bit harder and take a little bit more time to ink that stamp up. Again, that was super easy. But sometimes I'll kind of rub my stamp across the pad, make sure that stamp just gets solidly covered. Just give a dab, because if you do this and then stamp, you're going to get streak lines, streak marks. Mm-hmm. So dab, and then stamp. And wait till I do it on black. You ready?
Yeah.
Ta-da! That one didn't quite come out as solidly as I wanted.
It still looks gorgeous.
Want to talk about the ink staying on the top of the...
Yeah, so pigment inks are slow drying, and there are some great things that you can do with them as a result. Like you can emboss this, but it sits that on top of the paper, so that's what makes that pigment so crisp and rich looking. And when you move it, you can see as it catches the light, you can see the metallic nature of the ink, which is really, really pretty.
Let's do champagne.
Question about, so no direct to paper?
You can do direct to paper.
You 100% can do direct
We're going to do that next week.
Just keep in mind, again, that you're going to be using up more of the medium. You can swipe it on there, and they're beautiful with ink blending. Because they are damper and stay wet, you can really work them for ink blending, which is great.
They hit the shop on 10/25, and the dry time depends on your paper. We have Desert Storm in the house, and we really like how it dries on Desert Storm. It seems to...
It's a more porous surface, so they will dry faster on a more porous surface.
And just for expectations, there have been times where days later, I have found the metallic inks, and it's not just ours, it's metallic inks across the board. Certain papers, they days later still be wet. You definitely want to spray these with a fixative. So we are going to carry this in the shop in case you don't have a fixative at home.
Yeah. So just think about, if you're wondering what that is or you're looking for one, any fixative that you would purchase for art projects, like if you were using pencil techniques, you're using pastels, you can find these fixatives that you just spray over and it will help set the product. And it doesn't interfere with anything else in your project. It just goes on clear and is going to prevent it from smearing.
It does stink, and it is very fumy, so
yeah, I mean, it's an aerosol product.
Go out, try to go out and spray it, not in my office, but sometimes I spray it in here and then it stinks to high heavens, but that's another story. Then the ink, because it's so wet and it's heavy, it's easy to slide your stamp, so just try to go straight down and straight up. We also really liked how crisp these stamps stamp. So let me get another. So I'm kind of rubbing that stamp a little bit to make sure it gets fully inked. And then I'm going to dab, 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 and stamp. And do you see how fine detail that is? It just looks gorgeous.
Can you use on vellum? Yes, you can. I would say vellum is definitely kind of a coated surface, so I would definitely want to use a fixative with that.
And you're definitely going to want to experiment with it first. Honestly, we haven't tried it on vellum, but most ink takes forever to dry on vellum if it does dry, so this is going to be even more. But just try it out, see what you get. Oh my gosh, look how good that looks. It's so crisp.
Stamp Nation members, will they be able to order early? Yes, we will have early ordering next Tuesday, October 24th, for Stamp Nation members. If you're not a member yet, you can join in and take advantage of that fun perk. We have a lot of fun activities going on the Stamp Nation site.
I'm just keeping on going.
Yeah.
Let's try these snowflakes from last year. This is the scrolling snowflake stamp set. This is a current product in our shop. We do not have black paper in the shop at the moment. Oh my gosh, so pretty.
Every time you do it, you get a little excited.
I know. Let's do that again. Everybody at home, you ready? Oh, so pretty. And direct to paper.
So Kimberly was saying this is great for crafters who want to add some shine but don't tend to foil. Just to say, you know, it's a different effect with foiling. It's a different effect with heat embossing in like a metallic. It has a different sheen, a different look. It's also one step when you use your ink, whereas if you're foiling or embossing, it's multiple steps. We still will be doing foiling and embossing because those are great techniques and they have different kind of applications. So this is just another medium for you to be able to add to your crafty stash and have fun. Yeah, I love how they look with the sentiments. I think that's really gorgeous.
And this direct paper that I just did, this is very thick. It is going to take a long time to dry. So you will see in my video next Wednesday, I got smudges all over because I was not patient and I was filming a video and I was just trying to you know, create. But I recommend being more patient than me. adding a nice coat of fixative, but we just want to be totally educational here and get you guys prepared for what to expect with these inks, because like we said, they are quite different from the other inks we have.
It's so gorgeous.
It is so pretty, isn't it? And then I want to show a little sneak of what we're doing next Wednesday.
So, do they shimmer? Yes. If you mean glitter, it's not glittery, but shimmery, yes. The way that metallic catches the light, you can see really well with this snowflake Catherine's showing now. It really is shiny, and it catches the light at different angles. They're really gorgeous. Really gorgeous pigments, gorgeous colors.
Brenda, we are too. Can't wait to see what you guys create.
You can heat set them with embossing powder, yes. That is a method for setting it instead of using a fixative. It does change the finish a little bit because you put the embossing powder on there, but definitely something to try and can be really fun. You can also use other, like you could put glitter embossing powder on there and heat set it and just directly onto the pigment ink. You don't have to use embossing ink with them. You could skip that step. Can you heat set before you use a fixative?
You can. I don't know if it'll completely dry it.
Yeah, again, it just depends on your paper. So a more porous paper is going to dry better, faster.
So I stamped this at the beginning of the video, maybe 8 minutes ago, and you know, I'm rubbing my finger, and it's ever so slightly smearing, just a little bit. I mean, really, you can't tell that much. But if I spray this fixative, that would be much better. And I mean, I kind of feel like I make a card like this, and I'm not really rubbing my hand across it. But if I wanted to make sure those inks stayed put, definitely add that fixative. And like Erica said, other art supplies like pencils and pastels and things like that, you do have to treat them a little bit differently than other supplies in your craft room.
Yeah. If your plan is for the longevity. I mean, to be fair, some of us make cards and, you know, you send it to a friend and that's the longevity of the life of the card. So it just kind of depends on that as well, like how long you champagne on the pink snowflake. Yes, that is champagne.
Okay. All right, so there is the new product that is coming on October 25th with our new release, which is
Winter on Main Street.
We can't wait to share all of the new products with you over the next few days, so definitely pay attention to the blog. KatherinePluer.com/blog is where you can find it. You can also go to the shop, shop.KatherinePluer.com, click blog, and you will see it. We will have all the products revealed daily over there, and you'll be able to see photos of the products, listings, project ideas. And then Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, we will be having videos go up for you, showing you all of the new products, sharing project ideas, and also stamping. And on Sunday, we have the Crafty Christmas. Daniel is up next.
Yes, we're so excited for Daniel to be joining us on Sunday night on our YouTube channel at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Come and join in on the live. It is a lot of fun. We do chit chat, and we'll see some of his amazing fun techniques. I just got a sneaky peek, and it's really great.
Cool.
So I think you guys are going to love it. Invite a friend. I think they need to see these just one more time. Gaze upon them.
And just a reminder, so all the products are being revealed on the blog, and then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are going to be our pre-recorded YouTube videos, but they will go up as premieres so we can chit-chat in the live chat box, which is super fun. Sunday's Crafty Christmas. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is the product release.
Wild Hippie Chow, great question.
That is a great
metallic
question.
inks are kind of like neutrals. All of these colors go with anything. So they actually don't fit into the spectrum of a traditional color wheel. So they won't be added to the color wheel. They do have undertone nuances. So like we're saying, champagne is kind of like a beige version of a metallic color, whereas the gold is really yellow gold, silver is like white gold. So we will have words like that in the product descriptions to help you know what the colors are like. But these will go with anything.
And we do get that question quite a bit, so this is a great time to kind of address that. But neutrals don't go on the color wheel because brown is not a red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. And if you mix colors together, that's when you get browns. So they don't really go around the wheel. They're kind of in the center, so to speak. So they neutrals and metallics will not go on the color wheel. They're neutrals. They're meant to go with everything.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh. So Wendy Jean said rose gold sounds like a great idea. Well, that's fun. So
all the metallics. We'll see what happens
questions
in the future, but this is what we're starting with, and we're so glad that you guys are excited just like we are. Again, continue on with the questions. Thank you for being here for the reveal, and we have more fun coming your way.
We'll hang out again. Bye.